Hello and welcome to round one. We've got a nice starting hand here. It's got mana, it's got potential to disrupt, and it has a Terastodon to finish things out. 6, and our opponent's down to 6. What better start could you ask for? We do need to find some ramp to help get there. We only have half the mana we need for Terastodon. So let us begin with Island, and until we draw some other ramp source, we don't need to crack the fetch. And what are they doing? White-blue control. Hopefully one of our big threats here can shut that down before it gets too out of hand. And even better would be if they tapped out for some kind of artifact or enchantment here, so Reclamation Sage can get out there. And we don't want to play this without a target, unlike in maybe a standard set draft, because it's not going to win us the game. Very unlikely. All we need to do is stick one of our top-end threats, and that'll finish the game, although it would have pressured this Jace. So if we knew our opponent's hand, maybe we would have done something a little differently. In any case, we can... Ooh, that's kind of cool. I was going to hold up Mystic Snake, but we can do that later. I'm just going to play Legacy's Allure. The earlier the better for this effect. It can steal a 0 power creature now, and each upkeep it gets another counter on it, and it can steal a creature with that power or less. So the longer it's in play, the bigger creature you can steal with it. Let them draw their cards. And see if they attack our Allure with some kind of Oblivion Ring effect. That would be telling. So we'll always let a counter go on, because you can always steal something smaller. There's no real downside to having too many counters on it. Okay, what are we going to do here? Since we are still drawing stuff... Well, okay, I've changed my mind. They only have one... We need double green. Blue up, so it might be safe here to get Tamiyo into play. And it's another threat that's hard to deal with. They could counter it somehow, but we can keep the red tapped down, or the double blue tapped down. I think we keep the red tapped down. It's a little less likely that Tamiyo gets hurt that way. So they suspended Ancestral Vision. They're just going to have all the cards they want this game. Not much we can do about it. But we have been drawing land. We are kind of curving out. They're drawing more cards. Maybe they'll find a land to play. Yes, they do. And it's another blue. So tapping Temple of Enlightenment wouldn't have put them off. Double blue. Augur of Bolas. I'm excited to see what the new Planeswalker will be in Amonkhet for Nicol Bolas. And do they find anything? No, they miss. So here's the question. Do we steal the Augur or not? I think we might as well go ahead and do it, because then it gives us an attack, and Tamiyo won't be pressured. I don't want to send out Mystic Snake to block it, for instance, so I want Tamiyo to be under a little threat here. And this time we can keep... They've got 25 cards, that thing's beefed up. I'm just going to tap the mountain again. And play this Deep Analysis on ourselves. We do want to hit our land drops, and we haven't played a land yet, so we can scare them by leaving up double blue here. Okay. And Mystic Snake doesn't get much worse this game. And it's possible we could just bounce or destroy whatever they play in the meantime. Yep, so they didn't do anything. It turned out to be a good play. We can keep playing lands here. And tapping down stuff. Yeah, get the other red. Alright, so this is 7 mana. It is Myr Battlesphere mana. Maybe we go for it, because this is kind of our last chance before Ancestral Vision. If they counter it, that's fine. That's fine. Nope, they're not countering it, so they might have a board sweeper to destroy all creatures. Path to Exile. Oh, so yeah, they're helping us ramp. We'll get another forest, why not? And we still get 4 Myr tokens. So they don't have a Wrath, otherwise there's no reason for them to waste a removal spell. We spent 7 mana, our opponent discarded a card, we got a land and 4 Myr tokens, so that was like a, I don't know, a 6-for-1 or something. As long as you consider a Myr a 1. 2 Myrs is probably a 1. Or in cube, it's more like 3 Myrs, but whatever. How many Myrs equals a card? That's the question. Ooh, they're leaving it down for Terastodon, and Terastodon can kill Elspeth here. Is there another way to do it? We can do 5 to Elspeth by tapping one, bouncing one, and bouncing another one. But then they get to draw a million cards. Then again, they might draw a million cards anyway. Interesting. Yeah, let's just see if Terastodon resolves. I think that's kind of the best play here. And we'll attack their mana base, because we can bounce all the tokens we make. So we'll kill Elspeth, of course. We'll kill Sheldock Isle, and we'll kill a mountain. So they get a lot of elephants, but with less mana, they'll have less to do with all their cards they're about to draw. And we can counter at least some of what they do. Oh, did we forget Tamiyo? Yeah, I think I missed Tamiyo. That's my bad. That would have been really good if we could have gotten Tamiyo into play. Or the emblem next turn. Yeah, what a big error. That's too bad. That's the whole point of having Planeswalkers, is to use them. Frost Titan, tapping Terastodon. Then they can attack us for 9. And they wouldn't have had mana for that if we used Tamiyo, so that's not the smallest mistake I've ever made. Alright, how's this working? 3, 4, 5. Tamiyo takes 5 this way, and we kill 2 creatures and have 1 remaining. Whoops. Ooh, that's kind of good. I guess Reflector Mage is good here. It's a 5-mana bounce Frost Titan. Is that what we want to do? There's other ways to bounce Frost Titan. I think we'll just tap an elephant here. We can bounce an elephant and then counter their next play. Yeah, I guess that's fine. So Tamiyo should survive here as long as we chump the Frost Titan. We have ways to deal with it, but yeah, as long as they can't resolve something really good, we should still be able to recover from this. And if they want to get through with more damage, they'll have to tap something besides Terastodon again. And if that untaps, that's also good for us. Into the Royal. If they do nothing here, we could just Into the Royal the Elephant, draw a card. We don't quite have enough mana to Into the Royal Frost Titan and draw a card. We need 6 so it doesn't get countered. This guy is hard to deal with. He's no small giant either. Look at how he dwarfs the tree and the mountain there. Alright, they must have options. They have lots of options, but limited mana. Because we, thanks to old Terastodon here. Ral Zarek, uh-oh. Yeah, that's worth the countering. They could miscalculate it. We don't have enough mana to pay for that, but they can't force spike it or mana tithe it. Cool, and that makes it more difficult for them to push any damage through. The reason I did it this way is this gets more of our blue permanents into play, 4, 5, 6. So Master of Waves will make 7 elementals. Ooh, Precinct Captain, yeah, that's not insanely good. Just regular good. Figured they might as well attack with Frost Titan here because it does prompt a chump block. We certainly don't have enough to kill it. Going after Tamio. And keeping our big elephant tapped, yeah, that would be a better blocker for things. So I'll just block here. Keep Tamio healthy, and we can start tapping down either land or Frost Titan with Tamio. Oh, so many options. Too many options. I'm gonna keep tapping land. That seems better. And Wood Elves ramps a little bit. Maybe we get Savannah here. And Master of Waves. Alright, we remembered Tamio, so we're all set. We're all set to pass, and Frost. Now we have a million chump blockers for Frost Titan. So that is not a problem. Oh, Reflecting Pool. Now they can add red again. We're holding up into the Royal, which doesn't do much for Frost Titan, but it can kill an elephant if we need to. Or if they go for Wrath of God, we can return Terastodon to our hand. Or Master of Waves, just depending on what we want. They exiled Mer Battlesphere? Yeah, the path to exile. Well, it must exile it, right? And this is the card they put on the bottom with Shelduck Isle, or put under Shelduck Isle, I guess. Jace. Jace is in play. If Jace pluses here, our attacks become a little harder. A little more difficult to manage. Anything else? We can actually return our own Reflector Mage and play that out on Frost Titan. That is an option. Or we could flashback Deep Analysis and see where that gets us. Ooh, Negate. Okay. Negate is fun. Whatever, let's keep Frost Titan tapped. Yep. Into the Royal Jace and then counter it on the way back down. I don't see a problem with attacking with Terastodon here, because it won't have to block anything. And they can just chump with the soldier, but then next turn when Jace doesn't come back down, we actually have a ton of damage. And since the Frost Titan will be tapped, they block our two biggest guys. And take 17? Not quite lethal. Oh boy, what is this? I hope we can negate it. Yes, we can. It wouldn't kill Master of Waves, but it kills just about everything else, that and Terastodon. So yeah, let us counter that. Hopefully we don't get mana tithed here. Yes, we did it. Like I say, they block our two biggest creatures. We can tap down the soldier so they don't just get to chump. Well, no, we should tap down an elephant. I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'll tap the soldier, why not? They have no artifact creatures over there, so we can just put them at 1 here. Oh, whoops. That was a mistake. Maybe they're conceding here, I can't... No. But yeah, they just block Master of Waves with Precinct Captain and chump the Terastodon, and they actually take like 5. Ooh, that would have been rough. Well, I saw it, but a little too late, and they didn't see it. So I guess it worked out in the end. Okay. Primal Command draws... It puts a Planeswalker back on top. That's decent. Daze is just always good fun. Yeah, I'm going to put Daze in for Control Magic, and we'll keep in Panharmonicon. Maybe this thing will do some work. I want to get some double Terastodon triggers. That's my goal here. And they have a lot of expensive stuff. Like if they tap out for Frost Titan and we can just Daze it, that's perfect. That's our only thing that can counter a creature. But it also works if they tap out for Chandra. It's always going to be decent. Control Magic is really good, though. Maybe we take out Wake Thrasher. Wake Thrasher is just such vanilla. It just doesn't do enough. And it doesn't really work with Panharmonicon. I'd rather steal a Frost Titan with Control Magic. Okay. I'm glad it let us resubmit there. Gotta get this thing going. Looking through, yeah, this looks good. We have so many 2-mana ramp spells that it makes sense to have so many 4-mana spells. And a couple of them are later anyway. You don't have to play them out right away, but Panharmonicon is nice to hit on time. It also lets us do like a 3-mana and a 1-mana thing on turn 3. So yeah, kind of an interesting deck here. Facing down Jace and Chandra. And we'll be on the draw this time, so it's a little scarier. This hand is fine. It doesn't have blue yet, but the green should help find blue, so there's a lot of ways we can find blue to draw into, and there's one now, so search for tomorrow, suspend. And that is, whoops, didn't I say suspend? Suspend, please. There we are. So that lets us have either Reflector Mage or Panharmonicon. Yeah, on turn 4. As long as we draw, on turn 3, as long as we draw a land. Come on, land. First we'll thin our deck a bit, search for tomorrow. Cast it, definitely getting blue here. And no, we don't get there. So I'm actually not going to cast anything here. I'll leave up Negate for when they play Jace. If they play Jace. Or Hero of Bladehold. Where's our days? That is going to be scary, although we do have Reflector Mage and Control Magic, but we don't have the mana for that quite yet. Alright, let's just buy ourselves some time with this Reflector Mage. We could Panharmonicon and bounce 2 things, but them getting 1 attack with the hero is just such a back-breaking thing. Okay. Okay, this is shaping up. This is alright. Now, we already have double green, so I'm just going to get regular blue. Just regular old blue here. And play Panharmonicon. So when they play out their creature next turn, we can control magic it, but we'll also have Panharmonicon for the rest of the game. And if they counter it, that's probably fine. The deck doesn't require Panharmonicon, it's just kind of a cool thing. Oh, Spell Queller. No. Oh, we should have attacked first there in case they wanted to run out Spell Queller. But I'm glad they took that rather than control magic. I suppose either are good if we can deal with the Spell Queller, but we can't really do that. Ooh, they're not playing anything. What, do they know our hand? This is nuts. 5. Maybe they have some way to bounce Reflector Mage? I don't know. Looks weird, but I'll just pass here because we have Factor Fiction. Teferi. Oh, come on. Now we have to use Factor Fiction now because we won't have an opportunity once that resolves. And we find absolutely nothing. Kiyora's Follower, or a bunch of other stuff. Now, I might just take the most cards, whatever pile has 3 cards. Because I don't care about Tropical Island. And hitting land drops is fine. So yeah, Wood Elves, I mean, whatever. Kiyora's Follower is fine here. Well, I guess that means we have to discard. But we can discard Deep Analysis pretty easily. And play that for cheap later. Oh, this game just got hard. Yeah, I was wondering why they played that way. But we can also control magic this thing. And then face down Hero of Bladehold. Jace. So they probably still play hero here. And to do anything, we probably just should kill or steal Teferi. Oh, what are they doing? Well, we can play control magic with negate backup, but not really, because we still can't we still can't cast negate. Whatever. Hopefully this works, but they left mana up, so I'm not too optimistic. Oh, they'll just cast that. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see, how does this read? Creature cards have flash. So I can't flash Deep Analysis back from the graveyard. Oh well. But I can play Kiyora's Follower and hold up negate for the next turn. So maybe that's good enough here. Okay. Hero's gonna kill us really quickly if we don't find a way to... Well, Gaia's Cradle is adding like 6 mana with Kiyora's Follower next turn. 12, so then we can just... Yeah, I'll let Ponder resolve. Then we can just build up a huge defense force with Terastodon Elephants. And if we're not dead, then... Well, we're in better shape than being dead. Because the Spell Queller is doing at least 3 to us. And we could chump the hero. But then we're taking another 4. Huh. Puts us at 5. Ancestral Vision. The other thing we could do is just block more, but then we won't have enough mana next turn. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's just not enough. They stacked these wrong. You want to put this deck on the bottom so that the tokens you get are bigger. So we'll actually be able to kill the tokens. I think that's better here. So we'll take 6. The other option here is to block the hero, or to double block it. Ooh, maybe double blocking it is best. We take 5, and they can kill the follower, but they can't interrupt this because they can't cast instants right now. We control Teferi. Anyway, let's see what else they have. We still have plenty of mana here, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for Terastodon, and I'm just going to destroy 3 of our own things. One, 2, 3. We have plenty of islands in hand to get the most damage in. Now, one thing is we can kill Jace here just so they have less to do, and do 3 to our opponent. Let's actually make sure that's right. So maybe drawing a card isn't so great for them. They've got a few turns before their vision goes off anyway. And since they'll have 2 chump blockers next turn, 9, 10, 11, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think we want to get the 2 damage in at Jace. And the Spell Queller is only doing 2 a turn, so we have more than 1 turn to finish this. The other option there is we could have flashed in Terastodon. Always forget what's going on with Teferi here. But he does some crazy stuff. They don't have double red yet for their Chandra. And that's good. Maybe they're... Ooh. Terminus, huh? Alright, that was unexpected, but we get Panharmonicon for what it's worth. Wall of Omens. Great. Alright, I see your Wall of Omens, and I'll raise you a Master of Waves. That helps Gaia's Cradle tap for mana. We get 2 elementals, wow. Okay. Off to the races. It might have been good there to just play Reclamation Sage. Oh no, is this... Okay, good. Not Chandra. Well, maybe not. Alright, so all of our things are a lot smaller. Deep analysis time. Ouch, 3 life? That's a lot. Legacy's Allure. I don't want to use this quite yet because they do have more scary things going on there. But we can pressure Jace. Get him down to 3 at least. We could have stolen the wall, but again, I think this is fine. Ooh, Quarantine Field. Let's give them Quarantine Field versus 2 lands. They probably take Quarantine Field, but it doesn't do all that much. I mean, I guess it does enough, but we can also Reclamation Sage it to get back our 3 cards, whatever they decide to exile. Sage is good. It has more targets when there's more artifact ramp in the cube, but you know, everyone's playing some weird stuff. Can't even negate this thing. So they're not going after Legacy's Allure. That's good for us, because when we get Master of Waves back into play, it will see Legacy's Allure, and that'll be more good stuff. Ooh, Mystic Snake. Okay, so what are we doing here? 1, 2, 3 for Reclamation Sage, and we'll have plenty of green off the Guy's Cradle, so I want to leave as much blue up as possible. So that kills Quarantine Field. We unlock our Master of Waves, which sees Panharmonicon, which will get us 6 elementals. And now we have some counter magic backup. And negate and daze and all kinds of good stuff. I'm just going to let the visions resolve, I think. Or do we negate this? Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. If we negate it, then we can't Mystic Snake something later in the turn. I'll let it resolve. It's a lot of cards for them, but I'd rather them try to do a couple things in the turn. Ral Zarek, does that do anything? Ral Zarek, what does Ral Zarek do? It doesn't. Well, it kills us. Oh shoot, yeah, it kills us. That's pretty good. I don't want to die, so I'll counter this Ral Zarek. We can even counter another spell. Oh gosh. Alright, what is this going to be? Oh, thank goodness they didn't wait till the second main. This is what I was hoping for. So we can negate Chandra using some of the mana we still have in this phase. Whew. Alright, and they're going to slow us down here. But 6, 7, 8, 9. We could get in 9. But I want to leave this Legacy's Allure back. It's only doing 1 more damage. Ooh, and Sundering Titan. Oh, that's not bad here. It kills all of our forests. All 2 of them. But I think that's fine. One land for Sundering Titan. White, blue, black, red, green. And white, blue, red, green. So we put them down to 5 lands, which makes days better. And we'll have to send 3 guys at Jace to finish Jace off. And then everyone else goes to attack our opponent. And they all get their -1 power. And they block 1 just attacking them, so they take a little bit here. And if all else goes well, we'll just steal the wall and win next turn, even though we don't even need to steal the wall. So that was crazy. And you see the power of Gaia's Cradle there. We couldn't have done all that on their turn if we didn't have 5 extra mana for no reason. Alright, that match 1, and hopefully we'll be back for 2 more.